How do electrons create zero resistance in room temperature superconductors? Imagine a world where electricity flows endlessly without losing energy. That's what superconductors can do, but only at very cold temperatures. Now, scientists are chasing a dream, making this happen at room temperature. So, how do electrons pull off this incredible feat? Let's find out. In regular materials, electrons move through a lattice of atoms. They bump into atoms and other electrons, which causes resistance and wastes energy as heat. But in superconductors, electrons team up into what are called Cooper pairs. These pairs act differently from single electrons. Instead of bouncing around randomly, they move together in a coordinated way. At very low temperatures, electrons interact with vibrations in the crystal structure called phonons. These vibrations act like glue, helping the electrons stick together into pairs. Once paired, they can glide through the material without scattering off atoms, which means no resistance. Think of it like a smooth, icy road where cars can drive without slowing down. Now, room temperature superconductors are a whole new story. Instead of phonons, scientists believe that magnetic interactions called spin fluctuations help pair up electrons. These tiny magnetic waves can act like a magnet's pull, binding electrons into pairs even at higher temperatures. This is different from traditional superconductors and makes the pairing much more robust. In some complex materials like copper oxides or iron-based compounds, electrons form pairs that move in a synchronized, wave-like pattern. This collective movement keeps the electrons from losing energy to the surrounding atoms or impurities. Because of this, electrical current can flow forever without any resistance. Scientists have observed that in these materials, electron pairing can happen at temperatures much higher than traditional superconductors. This suggests that the pairing mechanism is stronger and more stable. If they can understand and control this process, it could lead to superconductors that work at room temperature. So, the secret lies in how electrons team up into pairs through interactions involving lattice vibrations and magnetic effects. These pairs move together smoothly, avoiding the usual bumps and collisions that cause resistance. This is why electricity can flow endlessly in these materials. Achieving room temperature superconductivity could change everything. It could make power grids super efficient, allow for faster electronics, and even enable magnetic levitation trains to become common. The key is understanding how electrons dance and pair up at higher temperatures. The science is complex, but the potential benefits are enormous. The quest continues, and each discovery brings us closer to making zero resistance a everyday reality.